Hi, I'm Leah from Leah's Tribe, and I want to talk to you about some healthy habits that I have learned about in the last 10 years that I teach people how to do and accelerate the transformation of their health, fitness, and mindset. Let's talk healthy habits. So, the first one, intermittent fasting. To me, that is the largest tool in the toolbox. That is what really is your weight loss and can change your health. With intermittent fasting, what happens in your body is when you create this eating window and fasting window, when your eating window is 6 hours or 8 hours or 10 hours, and you're working on closing it in, when you're fasting, your body goes into a process called ketosis, and it uses the fat on your body to lean up. It's just that simple. When you break fast, your metabolism starts, and then it needs to break down the food first, right? But if you allow yourself some time, some extra time each day, by the end of the week, you will drop pounds. You'll get on the scale and you'll be really surprised. So intermittent fasting, it's free. It's a mindset. It's not a diet. I had somebody that I spoke to the other day who joined my 21-day challenge for March, and she said to me, well, do I have to fast every day? And I said, well, the way I see it is I get to, right? I get to pick when I want to eat. And by doing that, knowing that I can choose a little bit later and cause this, I get to make that choice to do that today. So I tell my clients and members, just start by pushing off your breakfast, right? People say to me, well, where do I start? I say, understand when you typically eat and understand the amount of hours that you're eating, right? Most people start eating first thing in the morning, or they're drinking coffee that has milk and sugar in it. That already starts your metabolism. By doing that and eating lunch, snack, dinner, maybe dessert, right? Your window is in a whole different direction. What you want to do is wake up, drink tea, black coffee, seltzer water, cacao tea, right? There's a lot of options that you can soothe yourself for a few more extra hours and allow yourself to close in a window differently, right? If you're eating from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m., you're eating in 12-hour window and you're gaining. If you're eating in a 6-hour window, an 8-hour window, your body gets a chance to go into a process called ketosis. And it looks for fat on your body for energy. And as it takes energy, you lean up. And at the end of the week, you get on that scale, you'll see the difference. So to me, intermittent fasting is a huge healthy habit. It's a lifestyle change. It's a mindset. It's not a diet. Plant-based eating, again, not a diet. People say, oh, plant-based diet. To me, it's a choice. It's not an all or none. I do not consider myself vegan. I see myself, it's about the health of the food, and it's not necessarily about the animals' health and lives. To me, eating plant-based, I eat plant-based probably 95% of the time plus, but I allow myself to if I want to have something. I allow myself for a slice of pizza or something that I want, because it isn't a diet. It's a lifestyle change. It's about being healthier and making those choices. I get to make those choices, along with plant-based eating. The whole idea behind that is you're adding better fuel, right? If you eat animal products, some animal products will take up to 24 hours for your body to digest. Plants, it's a lot quicker. It's like an hour. It's you're eating in a different way. Your body's working less hard. You're healthier. Your brain is clearer. Everything is better about what you're doing. So, of course, I want to do that more than not, right? But it's not a diet. Low impact resistance workouts. When I first started to drop 40 pounds in my 40s, I thought I could run it off. I literally like put the shoes on, like I see people do it around springtime, and all of a sudden you see them like, running, and they're like probably not prepared to do this, and they're gonna feel it tomorrow. That was me. I thought that I could, run it off and try to do some things like I did when I was in my 20s, and it wasn't working. But when I found low impact resistance workouts and intermittent fasting, I realized that workouts were really there to challenge you, enjoy it, find something you like, It's not supposed to be a chore. I do low impact resistance workouts right in my home gym space. I go and take some classes at local gyms just to kind of mix it up and be the student. It gives me a chance to kind of add some new things to what I do, and I teach people over Zoom each and every day low impact resistance workouts, and everybody's at different stages, different places, different injuries, everything, but you can balance and you can learn how to balance. And when you balance on, let's say, a Bosu ball or using a resistance band, you're using more muscles to do it. So you're having a more efficient workout, and you don't have to kill it at the gym. So to me, low impact resistance, consistency, doing it each and every day, stretching and using low rollers, massage rollers. These are the things that I do for my fitness and for my body. Along with that, a healthy habit that I came across a bunch of years ago and I've been working on is I'm having a morning routine. And how that started actually, about 10 years ago, when I dropped my weight, so it was a little more like 8, people started asking me for help, and I realized that I could, share what I've learned and be able to help others. I needed to get certified as a personal trainer, and I wanted to take some courses and understand what health coach and really understand the nutrition of what I was doing and learning. And I seemed to not have time, right? Like we all do, to do this. And weeks would go by and I wouldn't have cracked open the book. At the time, my husband even said to me, like, "Are you ever going to do this?" And I remember being on my phone and just Googling, how do you get more time? Because I was working, I was doing my own thing. I had 2 kids, the husband doing it all. And it was like, well, how do I get more time? And it literally said, wake up earlier. I was like, huh? And when I started to wake up a half an hour earlier, and I started to learn that people had morning routines, and successful people were filling their mornings with good, healthy habits to allow them to have a productive, happier, more focused day. And so I started using that time in the morning to study. I did get certified within really quick time after that. And I've learned to use that time to focus on things that I want to learn about, that I want to put effort into. Some other healthy habits that people do each and every day in their mornings, which I never knew about. My mornings consisted of slapping the alarm clock a bunch of times, running rolling out of bed, getting my crap together real quick, trying to get out to work, and just dreading the day. Now I see life a different way, and that's what I share with, everyone. I share with you, and I share with my 21-day challenge members. And we design a morning routine. Do you want to work on writing in a journal? Do you have a book that you haven't gotten to? Is there, do you want to practice meditation? What I did for myself is I added 10 minutes of meditation. Then I started having a journal kicking around. Then I started to have affirmations. I found a video on YouTube that really kind of put it together for affirmations. I worked on each of these types of healthy habits. One of the first things that I actually do when I wake up is at 3 a.m. Typically my cats are surrounding me because they hear the alarm and they want to be fed. So they're up with me at 3. And I put my earbuds in. I get myself water with lemon. I make myself my first cup of black coffee. And I dance to my favorite theme song at the moment. And it makes me happy. I mean, when you dance, you get happy. And it's free. It's the first thing I do now. I used to really curse my day. Now I wake up and I'm like, I'm thankful for another day to do this. And I'm going to fill my morning with some things that will make me better. Some of the other things that I've been doing in the morning for the learning piece now is I have a business course that I'm taking. I have a speed reading course with Jim Wick. If you're familiar, he's a brain coach, an amazing guy. I am taking a course with Brandon Bouchard. He is a high performance coach. And to me, like, if there's healthy habits and then there's really performance habits. And so I'm like, well, as I'm learning these healthy habits, I might as well add some other habits to what I'm doing and really put these together. And it's amazing how, of course, everything comes together and is really pieces of it. But until you start working on it, we all say we have no time and we can't do it, but it's the words we say, and we do have time. And you could find time in your day for 15 minutes to really kind of make a better day. And the thing is, if you do that for in the morning, you'll have more time through the day. And then time changes. And, if you think about it, right? We all have different money. We all have different health. We all have different lives. But the one thing that we all have the same is time, until we don't. So it's what we do with our time. And we can make excuses. I invite, people say to me, well, I can't, I don't have the time for the 21-day challenge. I don't have the time to work out. I don't have the time. When will you have the time? Because your health really is your wealth. And if you don't have your health, you're not going to have as much time. So I highly suggest to you, think about working on intermittent fasting, plant-based eating, low-impact resistance workouts, having a morning routine, because these are healthy habits that will really transform your health and fitness and mindset. And in my 21-day challenge, my goal is to teach you everything I've learned in the last 10 years that have helped me transform my life. And as I continue to learn in other gyms, with other coaches, about even my own business, this is a time where we can change our lives and learn and do better. The 21-day challenge, everyone drops weight. I guarantee you're going to drop 10 pounds if you're looking to, because adding intermittent fasting, changing that just a little bit each day, each week for 3 weeks, changing your fuel, moving every day, waking up with, some real goals, you know, all those things in 21 days, you will have a whole bunch of different healthy habits and a different lifestyle. And to me, that's what it's about. It's simple, it's easy, it's inexpensive, it's by choice, and you can choose to do it. So, if you are interested in the 21-day challenge, I do have a few more spots available starting tomorrow. I do have people already filling up the next one. So, if you're interested, just comment down below and why don't you put 21, or just ask a question or message me, or, you know, and check it out, because it might be for you. If these are things, you know, each day, like I said, this week, I have been popping on calls and talking with people, and I love when I chatting with somebody and they say, well, I'm fasting already, or I'm plant-based and I work out and I'm just looking to, and you know, it's all these little pieces that if you could just tweak this and change that, you can really transform your life and health. And I don't know about you, but I'm going to be 51 next month, and my goal is to live as long as I can, as happy as I can, and as healthy as I can. That's all we can ask for, right? So I hope that you have an amazing day, and I will chat with you tomorrow.